I speak unto thee this day, and I say that I, the living God, never called men to grow wayward and dull, dumb and stupid, and yet they are. I say that I never called men to give themselves to a multitude of idols, and yet they do the same. And I say that I never called my people to grow so sloppy, so fat, so self-indulgent that they cannot even obey me. Nor have I called my people to want to remain as babes forever, cuddled and coddled and not able to endure the strong truth that I provide. Yet I say you are living in a generation that has given itself over to indulgence of their own carnality, to the promotion of lies and the promotion of the God of self. And I say all the while they claim they love me, they claim they serve me, but it is not true. For I say they are only striving to please their own carnality, and yes, they are loving it so. And I say they are only striving to do those things that are comforting in their own flesh rather than the things that I, the living God, desire and require of them. Then I say they think they should derive the benefits, they think they should have all the promises fulfilled, but it is not true. For I say that the promises that will be given unto them because of their failure to obey, because of their failure to keep themselves fit for me, I say the promises they will receive are the promises of my wrath. For I say that I'm thoroughly disgusted with the fattened, whining, sodden heap that calls itself my people. For I say they are full of discouragement, they are full of whining and moaning, and I say they are full of inactivity towards me. And I say all the while they are demanding and commanding the promises to be given unto them, but I say they are fools. For I say it is me, the living God, who is literally giving unto them the promises of my wrath, my fury, my indignation revealed. For I say they are unfit, they are unsuitable, and I say they are unacceptable unto me. And I say it is because of their own choosing that they are losing out with me. Now I say that I, the living God, never called thee to walk in such ways, but I say that I've called thee to walk in the fear of me. That is, I have called thee to realize that you are accountable, that you are responsible, that you cannot remain a baby or a bum forever. That is, you cannot have your way continually and think that I, the living God, will cater unto thee. For I say that you've been taught and given an image of a false God, even by your own conjuring. For I say that I, the living God, do have demands and commands upon my people, and I say if they refuse to obey the same and serve me with gladness always, I say they are the ones who will pay for the same. That is, if they refuse the way that I give them, the way that I dictate, of course they are far from me. And I say they are the ones who will be under the promises of my wrath revealed, and yes, they will get their promises. But I say it is not the promises of my blessing and my abundance and my mercy, not at all. But I say it is the promises of my wrath revealed upon a wayward, a perverse, a vile, and corrupted generation. Now I say that I, the living God, never called men to behave as women, and yet they do. I say that I never called women to behave as men, and yet they do. And I say it is because they have departed from me, and gone a-whoring after the ways of the world, gone a-whoring after that which I have forbidden, and I say they have contaminated themselves. Now I say that if a man will truly love me, if a woman will truly love me, I say they will strive to cleanse themselves of the filthiness of the flesh and spirit. That is, they are the ones who will take the effort, make the effort to change their lives. And I say they are the ones who will throw off the shackles that hold them down and come forth in me. But I say if a man is loving himself, he will stay in his shackles and whine and moan. But I say that he puts himself there. And I say that he puts himself there by his disobedience, his stubbornness, his pride, and his refusal to follow after me. Now I say that I, the living God, do not find pleasure in those who are malcontents. That is, they are never satisfied. That is, they are ever moaning and groaning and whining and complaining. Yet I say they are literally lazy slobs. That is, they are lazy because they do not want to put their hand to the plow and march forward in me. But I say they want to moan and groan and complain, but I, the living God, will not hearken unto them. For I say, when my own people will be complainers and grumblers and thinking they have it too hard, that they cannot meet the mark, I say they prove to me they're not worthy. For I say that I have my standard, and my own people are meant to strive to meet me in the same. And I say, if they continually refuse and refuse and refuse to walk uprightly, I say that they are not pleasing unto me. For I say, they realize not, if they would have chosen the way of the upright, that it would have been me, the living God, who would have undergirded them in my strength. But I say, because they have chosen the way of the hypocrites, the mockers, the scoffers, the pretenders, I say they will pay for the same. Now I say that I, the living God, do delight when a people will set their vision higher, that is, upon me. That is, when they will be desiring to be pleasing unto me and not their own carnality. For I say, if you are settled on pleasing your flesh, you are settled on pleasing a liar. And I say, if you are settled on whining and murmuring and complaining, I say you are settled on the wilderness circle that will end you in the perishing mote. For I say that I, the living God, will not be receiving the ones who are continually complaining and murmuring against me, but I say they disgust me in the same. And I say, when any man or woman will say they'll follow me, yet I say they are continually looking back, what do they prove? They prove that it is not me that they love at all, but I say they love their circumstance. And I say they've taken unto themselves idols, and they worship the same. Now I say that I, the living God, find no pleasure in those who wax bold in an evil heart of unbelief by their accusation against me. And the time comes that I fling them off, I cut them off, and I say they are left to flounder. I say, if you would look upon the field, you would see that many are floundering in the same. That is, they are branches that have been cast off from me. And I say that I, the living God, will not receive them again, because they have failed to see the error of their way. They have failed to genuinely repent, and they will not be restored unto me. And I say they will be counted as branches that are waiting to be burned. I say, when men will believe that I will love and cherish them forever, when they walk in disorderly ways, I say they are the fools. For I say that I, the living God, do not have any pleasure in rebels, not at all. And I say, when a man or a woman will choose to rebel against me, no matter what whining justification they give for the same, they are still rebels in my sight. And I say, when a generation such as ye are in has chosen the way of the flesh, the way of carnality above the way of the Spirit, I say they are the ones who will pay for the same. And I say, for all of their fatness and all of their blubbering and whining and all of their being big babies in my sight, I say they grow more disgusting unto me. For I say they will not deny themselves, they will not take up the cross, they will not follow after. But I say they think that I, the living God, am interested in their putrid, stinking flesh. It is not true. For I say that I'm only interested in the Christ that I've put within them, and if they will not cherish the same, I say that I will remove myself. That is, and they will be left to flounder, to whine, to cry, to bellyache, but I will not hear them when they cry. For I say they are so exceedingly disgusting unto me because of their disobedience towards me. Now I say that I, the living God, have intended that men and women would know, understand, and realize that I am the Almighty God, that I am the one who is ever present, that I am the one who shall prevail. And I say that I desire that men would know, understand, and realize that if they are under the wrath, they brought it to themselves. But I say they have grown so fatted, so full, so blind and deaf, I say they cannot even perceive. But I say they are the ones who will receive the promises of my wrath revealed. Now I say you will hear them commanding and demanding that they can be indeed fatted and full in the flesh, that they can have all they want, but I, the living God, will not answer them. That is, not according to their foolery, their folly, their vanity, their greed. But I say that I will answer them in my wrath, my fury, my indignation revealed, and I say that I will show them to be the utter fools that they are. For I say they are counting on how great they are, but I say that none of them is great when they are stripped by me. For I say it is me, the living God, who will cause them to be left destitute, cause them to be left in heaps of rubble in the shame of their own making. And I say it is me, the living God, who will strip them until they are naked and trembling in the cold. For I say that I'm so saddened and grieved and disgusted with the perversity of this present generation. And I say it is me, the living God, who is giving them my sword, my wrath revealed. And I say it is me, the living God, who will continue to cut away at their fat, their flab, their whining, their groaning, their complaining, until they literally have much to complain about. That is, if they wanted to complain, it is me, the living God, who will unleash the cup upon them, and they will have cause to complain. For I say, if they wanted the curse and invited it unto themselves, then I say it is me, the living God, who unleashes the same upon them. And yes, they will be able to moan and groan and whine and complain, and I say that is all they will have. For I say that I'm so tired and weary of a people who will not stand valiant for the truth, who will not endure in me, who will not continue in my way. And I say all the while they listen to demons rather than me, and take their counsel of the same. That is, they will choose the way that is easy, the way that they love to wallow themselves in and think they are fine with me. But I say the truth of it is, if any man or woman chooses the way of disobedience, chooses the way of grumbling and whining and complaining, I say they are choosing in opposition to me. Now I say you are living in a time when many have chosen to go their own way, to do their own thing, and yet they expect the blessings that I provide. But I say they will not receive the mercy nor the blessings that are found in me, but I say instead they will receive my wrath. And I say that I, the living God, will continue to show forth my wrath upon a wayward, a perverted, a vile generation whose hearts are far from me. And I say it is because they are the ones who have grown slack and lazy, fatted and full, and dull towards me. And I say they are the ones who have chosen to pervert my word, to cover their sins, and think somehow they get by. But I say there is nothing that is hidden from me, for it is me, the living God, who does see all. And it is me, the living God, who will judge them in their wickedness, their unrighteousness, their filthiness, and yes, they will pay for the same. And it is me, the living God, who will cause them to be under the fear, the trembling once again, and they will come to recognize that I am the Almighty. That is, they will recognize that I am the Almighty who has ventilated my wrath upon them. Now I say, when you see the ones who are under my wrath, I say, pay heed to the same. That is, that you do not get yourself there by grumbling and murmuring and complaining, even in your mind against me, by pouting and being a rebellious fool, all to your own dismay. For I say you will see many who are cast off in these days, because I, the living God, am using my sword against them. That is, it is me, the living God, who is cutting off and casting into the field the dead branches, waiting to be burned. I say, therefore, this day be thankful. If you are abiding in me, be thankful for the mercies that I provide. That is, be thankful that I bring thee forth, that I uplift thee and direct thee in the truth of who I am. And I say, be recognizing the fact that I am the Almighty. It is me you are meant to fear and walk in respect towards. And it is me you are meant to keep serving, for I am the one who will bring thee forth in the truth, the light, the mercy that I provide. And I am the one who will give to thee the light upon thy path, that you can indeed be kept always by me. Now stop and consider, examine yourself. Are you murmuring, complaining, and finding excuses to offer unto me? I say, if you are, see such things this day. I say, troop up. I say, square up, and realize you are responsible, accountable unto me. For I will not deal with thee as a baby, but I say that I will deal with thee in brutality, the brutality of my sword. If you choose the way of a rebel, you pay for the same.